Hi, my name is Tamika Harris, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the Santa Ana Health Crusade. This is a city in California that was really affected about by diseases and poverty and some people call it the community that was designed to be sick because there was a lot of Latinos who stayed out there that was really suffering from chronic diseases and poverty, and as a result, the city was going downhill. But you had community organizers that really cared about the community that stepped in and made a difference, and we're going to talk about that on today. When you think about Santa Ana, California, you think about what they tell you on TV as far as it's a rich place with pretty beaches that's spreading everywhere. But the fact is, 70% of Santa Ana is Latino, and the average family of four earns just above poverty level wages. It's also was once ranked the one for number one crimes and poverty and diseases. So this is a place that really needed a lot of attention and needed people to come out there and really address some of the issues that was going on out there back in the 1990s. And we're going to talk about some of the people who did that. When you're talking about organizing and building a community, you first want to recognize the issue, and then you want to gain interest into the community, meaning you just don't want to step in there, especially if you're not familiar with the community, if you're not familiar with the culture. You want to make sure you familiarize yourself with the culture and make sure you do everything you're supposed to do as far as to gain entry into that community. You need to organize people to help have access to the community needs, determine the priorities and setting goals, arriving at a solution, implementing a plan, and evaluating whatever the outcome is and maintaining the outcome. So these are steps that need to be followed as far as to stay organized. That it was created for health promotion and promoters and health educators. Those are community workers, those ones that are very interested in going out trying to make a change in the community. These are just steps to help you stay organized. Some of the people that was really took heart at what was going on in Santa Ana was America Brancho. She was a public health professional. She was Latino, so she was able to really relate to the people. So her gain of entry was probably pretty smoothly, but she was a professional. So one of the things that she did address is a lot of people wouldn't probably take to her because they felt like she was not really part of the community. She was just doing it because she was a professional. Another person that really took part in the community that stepped up as a leader was Irma Rivera. We're going to talk about her. She was inspired by America Brancho, and she wanted to really step up and do something about the kids' well-being because she felt like that they wasn't given the opportunity to play on the grounds and really get their physical activity, and she felt like they wasn't safe if they go out into the community because the community wasn't really prepared for them to go out there because of it was just a place that had abandoned places where cars can hit the kids and everything. So we're going to talk about some of the community organizers that really stepped up to try to make a difference in Santa Ana. Some of the needs that Miss Brancho recognized when she did a needs assessment, she recognized that the poverty was real low, and we talked about that. She recognized as far as the diseases that was taking place, and they was rapid there. One of the diseases that she really wanted to focus on was diabetes, and that's she noticed that a lot of people was dying of that disease. They was getting their lead applicated, and they was real sick. Child obesity was one of the things that needed to be addressed there because the kids wasn't really able to run around because of the signs that was up that saying no trespassing. They locked away the playgrounds that was on the school campus. The school kids really didn't have a place to run around after school. When they really got into the programs like diabetes, they started to recognize other things that needed to be addressed, like domestic violence. And also the gangs was high there because of the high crime. So these are just some of the needs that was needed to be addressed, but Miss Macho, she really wanted to concentrate on diabetes because that's what seems to be the number one thing that was taking out the Latinos back then in 1993. Like I said, this is the community access map. When you look at this map, you'll see all the things that kind of took place as far as it's the primary building block, and this is what the community had access to, that they had control over. So this is one of the things that Ms. Brancho worked toward as far as the diabetes prevention. She trained community workers, those ones who had a passion and desire to want to try to get others to jump on board the program and really make a difference as far as trying to prevent diabetes from killing people and get control over it. As a result, she did the program, and other programs kind of launched out from it, like after school programs, rallies. Promoters really took notice of what was going on, and as a result, like I said, other programs came about. The local newspaper and the press, they also took notice. And what these are just the primary building blocks that really took place to get the people to know this on the outside. And those are the people that they didn't have any control over, but they needed to get their attention just so they can get help within the community. And these are places like hospitals. They needed community centers built. They needed to really get the attention of the city councilmen, because these are the people who had to say so as far as them going forth and building a park. And they needed donations, because when it comes to building parks and community centers, it takes money. So with their efforts, with their primary building block, everything they was doing on the inside, it brought the attention of the people that had the potential of doing something. They had potential, and they really able to do something. And as far as the diabetes program, it was going so well, in Santa Ana when Miss Macho put that together, that it was able to get the attentions of the hospital, and they really wanted to help out what she was doing. So that's why it's so important to have a building block, because you can know where you can start out with the neighborhood, and then when the people on the outside can see what you're doing, they can jump on board and just connect to what you're doing to be able to help that community out. The outcome of the program, the diabetes prevention led to the Latino Health Access, which was a program that they put together, which led to, like I said, to other programs. It raised up more leaders like Irma Rivera, who organized Rally for Parks. She really advocated for the kids, saying that they didn't have enough parks there. They didn't have enough playgrounds to play on, and that's why child obesity was so rapid. So she really got together with the other moms and organized rallies and everything to get everybody's attention. And this also, like I was saying, this is something that was happening in the primary building block when it comes to organizing the community. As a result, the people from the outside know this, like local grocery store, that they donated a lot for parks, and a hospital was able to loan engineers to help oversee the project. And also, a result, a wealthy resident that was outside donated $100,000. So their efforts really paid off, and they was really able to really get started in building the park and building the community center. And it only took one person to recognize the issue and see what was going on, and other people and take effort. And when that person recognized the issue and that initial organizer was able to get things started, other people came in and jumped aboard too, So sometimes other people just need a little inspiration, a little motivation to come on board and be a part of the team if they know that other people care. That's why it's so important for people to step up. Like, one of the things I like that America Brancho says, she said, all you got to do is open up your mouth and say something and make that move, because if you don't do nothing to help your community, nobody else will help your community. This story really inspired me, and I'm just, I was really moved by it. That's why I decided to go ahead and do this presentation on this Latino community, and as a health promoter, of course, I wouldn't step into this program like I know what I'm doing. I would really get close to the community leaders and help them out as any way as I can. If I have any ideas, I'll let them know, but I would be submitting to them because, that's my way of being cultural sensitive as far as to what they got going on in the community, because I really don't know nothing about the Latino community. I can just learn about them. And while I'm learning about them, I can just really make a difference just by being a help. So thank you for listening, and that's the end of my presentation.